the main game that people are talking about from the weekend. Let's get into the UConn Huskies beating your Duke Blue Devils 73-72 on a last-second shot from almost half court by my man Braylon Mullins. I told you the other day I wasn't going to dig the knife deeper in the way that our friends do whenever we lose, when our teams lose, and I'm not going to do that. I can't do that, man. I'm at my old age. I start to get a heart, man. I'm starting to get a heart, so I can't do that. But I need to know, fella, from your perspective. You're the ultimate Duke guy that I know in my life. What happened, fella?
I thought they had a very good game plan, meaning Duke coming out in the first half. There's really one guy that was scoring on the inside there. And, he was pretty athletic, getting this shot off inside the paint. But UConn wasn't making any shots. I think they might have made one three-pointer in the first half. And we were shooting the ball, I would say somewhat well, but we were playing bully ball. Getting even the guards getting into paint, bigs getting into paint, getting layups, getting close jump shots, kick out for a couple threes here and there. So I thought the game plan in the first half was effective, and therefore you saw what the lead was. I don't know that we fully took advantage because we had too many turnovers throughout the game. I think that was probably what killed us the most, is just these empty possessions where, we're coming down, we're throwing the ball away, we're making lazy passes, they're getting buckets. And then they started making some shots, which you would expect any team at that point to start to do. So, game plan was, I'd say, solid. I would give it, a B. I think the second half, we just, we stopped being the aggressor, and they got some momentum on their side, hit a couple shots, got a couple easy layups, easy buckets, and, they were off to the races. And we still should have won that game. So, before I get into really what I want to say, I'll pause there and give you some space to add any commentary in there based on what I said.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. So for me, the end of the game was, I'd say, disappointing. It felt a lot like last year when Duke was up on Houston. You feel like they're going to get ready to run away with it. They're the better team. And then we just start making mental mistakes and dumb mistakes. And even down to, that last turnover with Caden Boozer, you inbound with a guy who's shooting in the 54%, something like that, free throws. So you get him out of the way, which I was like, okay, he's out of the play, and let's see if he makes a good decision. You get it to Cam, right? He kicks it back, and I'm screaming like, no, get out of his hands. And he gets it to Caden, who's shooting 81%. So in my mind, I'm like, he's got it. He's going to hold it here. Worst case scenario, he makes one or two, right? He's not going to miss both. But when he threw it, it was just a moment of like horror. He threw it, and I saw the ball get tipped, and I'm like, here we go. And as soon as they got that ball, I'm like, all bets are off at that point, right? Like, again, they had the momentum. Guy hit a tough shot. I give the credit to the kid. Mullins, he's a freshman. Wasn't really killing all game. Made a couple, I think mid-range jump shots, but he took it with confidence, and he made it. And we didn't have a hand up, right? Small, minor mistake, but in that scope of the game, you got to be ready to go. It was a tough loss. I think that was because we should have won that game, and we were in position to win that game all game until the very end. And again, similar to last year.
Yeah, my takeaway from the game is that Duke can beat any team, as we know, on any given night. They can make 99% of the teams in college look crazy for a game. And they made UConn look crazy for a half. And then, second half came around. Like you said, they let them creep back in. But I still thought you guys had it. I'm not going to lie. With 2 minutes left, I was watching the game. And I said, UConn got to be 100%. And they start missing free throws. They missed a 1-on-1. They missed 3 out of their next 5. And I said, you can't win this way. But then things aligned. The guy missed the first free throw, because if the guy doesn't miss the first free throw and he makes both of them, now they're down 1, and they're not trapping, right? I think they're trying to foul you right now. The basketball gods, for some reason, have done y'all dirty the last 2 years. And as much as I enjoy it, I enjoy it. I just couldn't hit you up, man, because I already knew what our friends were doing. I knew our friends were already messaging you because they were messaging me. Talking, hey, you get out of here. Like, nah, man. I already know. But it was a great game. I think at the end it was marred a little bit by Dan Hurley and his antics at the end, which I'm sorry, man. I don't care what anybody say. I'd have teed him up, man. I'd teed him up. Like, you coach your players to have poise in those situations. But yet you didn't have the poise. But the ref didn't have the guts to team up. There's no way you're going forehead to forehead and you don't get teed up. No, that's not the reason why they lost.